episode 81 of One Man's Opinion. Today I am reviewing the Pulitzer Prize-winning new Broadway play Fat Ham, written by James Ijames, directed by Saheem Ali, and running through August 6th at American Airlines Theater at 227 West 42nd Street in New York City.
I think my uncle had my father killed.
Yeah!
Now my father wants me to kill my uncle.
Split him open!
Like revenge? What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna kill someone.
Dude, whoever it is, do it. You want some help?
You're intense.
I'm expressive.
The secret is the rub!
There's the rub.
What?
It's Shakespeare.
If you bring up that dead or white man one more time...
Oh, snap! You always gotta go deep.
Did you see what just happened there?
You don't get to go crazy, baby.
No, I want to be soft.
I guess that's what we doing today.
Even if I did do it. Whoa.
But you did sound a little guilty.
Shakespeare was right. This be madness.
This is the second twist on a Shakespearean play this season on Broadway, the other being the musical & Juliet, and I must say this is by far the superior of the two. Ijames has taken Hamlet, one of, if not the most revered play in the history of theater, and completely turned it on its head, making it a comedy set in the backyard of a black family home, and it works. The Hamlet's analog is Juicy, played by Marcel Spears, the titular Fat Ham, an overweight young gay college man whose mother, Tedra, played by Nikki Crawford, has married Juicy's uncle, Rev, played by Billy Eugene Jones, almost immediately after his father, Pap, also played by Eugene Jones, died. The newlyweds are celebrating their nuptials with a barbecue that will eventually bring on a collection of other colorful characters. Fat Ham follows many of the same beats as Shakespeare's Hamlet. It starts with the ghost of Pap, who was incarcerated at the time of his death, telling his son Juicy that he was killed under the orders of Rev and wants Juicy to avenge his death. Though it all sounds dark and tragic, the delivery of the story is very self-aware and tongue-in-cheek. Juicy, who is an awkward college student studying human resources, regularly breaks the fourth wall not only for his soliloquies like Hamlet, but also to react to the audience in whatever way is appropriate to amplify the comedy. The characters are also aware to a degree that they are in a play and will regularly reference the audience, calling out Juicy to see if he is taking moments to talk to us, and maybe revealing something they don't want you, the audience, to know about. Fat Ham tends to feel like a 95-minute long postmodern comedy. We get fourth wall breaking monologues from the main character who feels that everyone else around them is incredibly difficult to deal with, who are represented by broad, exaggerated characters, maybe best represented by the zany and overdramatic Rabbie, played by Benja K. Thomas, who is the mother of Opal, the play's Ophelia, played by Adriana Mitchell. She's also the mother of Larry, who is Laertes, played by Calvin Leon Smith. Not all the characters are exaggerated as Rabbie. Opal is very much the ride-or-die friend of Juicy's and tends to be the best ear he has to chew on and is a bit more down-to-earth. It's Spears' Juicy, though, that really keeps the play grounded as he keeps the Hamlet-esque melancholy present, but uses that melancholy to balance the absurdist behavior of the other characters. For example, the play opens with him hanging out with his friend Tio, played by Herbie Holland, who is Horatio, as Juicy prepares for the wedding celebration for Rev and Tedra with despondency. Tio is just sitting there watching porn on his phone. As the rest of the characters appear, each increases the agitation Juicy has towards the conflict of what he will do. Will he actually commit murder by avenging his dead father? Though a comedic interpretation of Hamlet, we know, and the characters metatextually know, how the story is supposed to end. It turns into a rather surprising allegory on fate versus free will. This conflict of what is expected versus making different choices is elevated when Larry, who is a corporal in the Marine Corps and has killed people in combat, elevates the tension because Juicy reveals a secret of Larry's to the rest of the party guests. Where Ijames exceeds the most for me is that balance of comedy and tension. As the absurd moments of comedy play over the scenes, it never feels out of place and never forced when the story gets legitimately serious. At the same time, the drama never bogs down the comedy. I never felt like I had to question whether or not I should be laughing. The cast is all fantastic. I love Spears as Juicy, especially the little asides to the audience that give us room to better empathize with him. The rest of the ensemble are all excellent as well. There were also some great clever bits of design for Fat Ham. Maruti Evans's scenic design has great elements of depth, mixing 2D and 3D imagery together in convincing fashion, and the use of props decorating the stage gives subtle nods to the themes at hand, like having the family games Taboo and Sorry sitting on the front left part of the stage. There are also hysterical and effective moments of illusion designed by Skylar Fox, as we get the ghost of Pat popping up in bizarre and interesting ways. All these design elements bring about great depth and color and nuance to the story. So yeah, I really enjoyed Fat Ham, and currently it is my favorite new comedy of the year. If people are going to take the risk of tackling Shakespeare by taking epic dramas and reimagining them as smart, clever comedies like this, I'm all for it. I do feel Tio's monologue near the end is a little long, mostly because his character is really stoned at this moment, and he kind of rambles, and the rambling just carries on a bit too long. But that's a writing thing. Just a little bit of trimming would have helped that out. But I'm only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see Fat Ham, I'll leave a link in the description. For as little as $1 a month, you can be a patron over on my Patreon page. Your support would mean the world to me, so check out the page and support my channel. I'll leave a link in the description. You can also support my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and click the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review, after 2 false starts, is going to be the new musical Shocked. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.